Zepish to... Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and let's go into game number 2. It looks like it's going to be on Fighting Spirit, so perhaps we can see something a little bit more standard rather than 10-12 gate versus 10-12 gate. In the top right as the yellow Protoss, we do have Zepish, and in the bottom right as the brown Protoss, we have DM's GoTuNk. So let me do the races and colors. Alright, I believe that is correct. Hopefully we're good. Anyway, so I don't think the players will 10-12 gate on Fighting Spirit. I mean, it's funny because, you know, I've been playing a lot on Fish server recently, and 10-12ing on Fighting Spirit is actually surprisingly common in PvP. But in my opinion, it's not a very good build because on a on a 4-player narrow ramped map, I don't think two gating in PvP, like 10-12 gating, is very good because it's really easy for just a person who's going 1 gate tech to actually just hold his narrow ramp. You know, either he throws down a second gateway or even just build a shield battery at the top, and when he has 3 zealots and a couple of goons behind, 2 or 3 zealots here, it's just any amount of zealots is just gonna have a hard time breaking that. So I know that's just kind of my personal opinion on the matter, but I guess we'll see what these players go for. Are they gonna go for just 1 gate? And it looks like GoTuNk is indeed just going for that, and Zepish as well is just going for 1 gate tech. Meanwhile, both players scouting in the wrong direction, so they'll both scout each other last, and it looks like they have scouted at the same time. I actually wasn't paying attention. I believe that was that after pylon or after gate? Not really sure. Interestingly, look at this. GoTuNk actually is changing direction to go cross map, while Zepish actually does the proper scouting. And this is very interesting because let me actually think. Oh no, he's actually not going to scout cross map. He's actually just checking the middle of the map. I was trying to think of what the scouting logic behind that might be, behind that scouting pattern might be, but it looks like he's actually just checked the middle for proxies, which is very reasonable. I mean, you know, he's up 1 game, so Zepish might try something crazy to make a comeback. And yeah, it looks like we have some standard stuff from both players. Looks like KC actually agrees with my analysis of 10-12 gate on this map. That's excellent. Anyway. I mean, we kind of have to just wait for the Cyber Export to finish to see actually what each player goes for. And what the heck? Wait a minute, what? Oh my god, it seems that neither of these players actually knows how to block a ramp with 1 zealot. Wow. Wow. What the heck? You can block this ramp with a zealot. You can do it. But apparently these guys just didn't do it right. So they're gonna have to wait for the Dragoons to kill the probes before they can actually tech. But it looks like we just have Dragoon range from both players, so nothing fancy. And is GoTuNk actually gonna save his probe? I don't think he will. He might. It's gonna be close. It's not gonna live. So now we can see any deviation is gonna be Robo. So it is gonna be a Robo for Zepish and a second gate. Wait, no, sorry, that's a Robo. I thought that was a second gate, but I'm dumb. So it's gonna be a Robo from both players. All right, cool. That's a funny place to put a pylon. But you know, to each his own. And it looks like Zepish will move out just a little bit here. I don't think he should be too aggressive, since he is only on one gateway. Just now adding a second one. And what is GoTuNk going to do? Looks like GoTuNk as well, so both players are in fact going for the exact same build. Except Zepish is being aggressive with this. Now I'm not sure how much I like that. He's going to get a free probe from that, which is quite nice. And he's going to see that he's matched by, you know, the exact same number of zealots, except that there's a reinforcing goon right now. He's going to, you know, lose a bit of shields on the zealot, but that's not a big deal. Going for an observatory. And an observatory, so both players playing a very safe 2-gate robo. Very interesting. I guess this could actually turn into a long PvP then. 2-gate robo against 2-gate robo. I mean, you know, neither of them going for the faster reaver, so there's no potential for any kind of fast, you know, crazy harassment or push or anything like that. And looks like we do have money saved up for a Nexus from GoTuNk, and look at this! Nexus from Zepish, just fractions ahead. But it looks like GoTuNk is actually going for the attack here. GoTuNk feels perhaps that he has a superior micro. He just shot his own Dragoon. Did you guys see that? I think GoTuNk just shot his own Dragoon. Oh my god, did you guys see that? I'm pretty sure that he just shot his own Dragoon. Am I crazy? Was there actually a Zealot there? He shot his own goon, right? Right, guys? Somebody tell me I'm right. Anyway, robotic support bay from Zepish, and for GoTuNk as well. A lot slower though than Zepish is. Wow, that must be so embarrassing. Cause like the only reason to attack there is because you feel like you have superior micro to your opponent, right? But oh, it looks like you might snipe an observer here. And very nice. Alright, good. We got a lot of people saying I'm right. There's actually a huge stream delay, by the way. I'm speaking to you about 20 seconds in the future. And oh, it looks like we have a counter ob snipe by Zepish. An eye for an eye, or in this case, an obs for an obs. And are their food stats identical? Looks like 56 against 57, that's quite nice. And GoTuNk moving his units back to perhaps snipe another obs that's coming into his base. But it's actually going to be a random probe. In the meantime, we have Rebo moving out, or rather being produced. A couple more gateways being thrown down for Zepish, and his Reaver is already out. Now making a second Reaver, not making a shuttle, just using these defensively. Because he's not 100% sure what his opponent's doing. It's actually funny because both players went for the fast obs, and they both sniped each other's obs, which means that neither player actually knows exactly what the other's doing. But looks like that probe's going to get in, and I think, I'm pretty sure he knows that it's an expansion now. They should be aware just from the unit counts. Anyway. I'm waiting, I'm hoping to see like some kind of crazy Reaver harassment or something. Looks like Zepish is now making a shuttle. And GoTuNk is just now adding his 2 gateways, much slower than Zepish is. So it looks like Zepish is just taking a tiny leads here in this game. Which, you know, I mean, in the mirror matchup, that's the stuff that matters. I mean, you don't need a huge lead. If you're both doing identical builds and you're the same race, you know, you just need a tiny advantage to compound that into a victory. However, it does look like GoTuNk has gone for the faster Citadel, which could prove interesting later on. That means there's going to be a slight divergence in the tech and the army composition of each army. Meanwhile, I see only one Reaver, and a probe is moving out, so GoTuNk might be thinking about taking a third base here at the 6 o'clock. Looks like the army of Zepish is moving out here. I don't know if he should attack across this bridge, though. There's 2 Reavers on that side, plus an AI pylon at the front. GoTuNk is just going to suicide 2 probes, though. That's not so ideal. Meanwhile, he has enough money to make a Nexus. Is he actually going to make a Nexus? Looks like we have 2 Debo! 2 Deba! 2 Deba! Oh, there's an observer there. He's just going to run away. Curse you, GoTuNk, and your fancy Reaver defense. Gah. And looks like he's just gonna take down this AI pylon. Oh, Goon's moving in a bit. They're actually targeting one of the Reavers. Not quite gonna get it. It looks like we might have a big engagement here. How good is the Reaver micro? It's very tricky to attack across this bridge for both players. So, I mean, it works both ways. Zepish can't push into the natural, but GoTuNk is going to have a hard time breaking out as well. Meanwhile, GoTuNk's actually just built a pylon and has run the probe all the way over here to the left side. Looks like 98 supply for GoTuNk against 101 of Zepish, still very, very close. And looks like GoTuNk going to inch his Reavers forward and try and snipe a Goon or two for free. It looks like Zepish's army is getting a little bit confused. I don't know what he's doing. He's not holding his position. Looks like he's actually just going to retreat with his army right now. Not sure why. And he's adding 2 more gateways, while GoTuNk is still on his original 4. Looks like he's getting +1. His speed is almost finished. Looks like speed only just started for Zepish. So as I said, GoTuNk with his Citadel tech, or Citadel/Templar tech, a little bit faster. Whereas Zepish is adding on more gateways. I think is in a decent position. Looks like one random zealot just gonna attack this pylon over here. Does he actually have a gateway rallied here? No, he's just left 1 Dragoon. He's sending 1 probe as well. 1 random probe gonna go to the 12, make sure Zepish has not in fact taken that base yet. He's actually possibly even gonna manor this, since it looks like Zepish does want to take, yeah, Zepish does